Coyote tails and crappie jigs. I got this natural, authentic. That's what it said. Coyote tail. Let's tie it. Let's see what happens. I've been curious to know how these come out. So tag along, watch and see. Let me know what you think. Believe it or not, I tried to find a coyote hound. They did not have one, so you got to live with the dog barking. We got a 16th ounce freestyle jig head and vise. Got that Sally Hansen's. Going to give a nice little coating of it. Probably a little bit too much on that. You don't need a whole lot when you're putting a Sally Hansen's on. Or you're using Ultra 210 denier thread. Got my loon bobbin. Can't say enough good things about the loon bobbin. I love it. It's very ergonomical. It's very easy to hold on to. It's comfortable in your hands. We're going to start wrapping that jig all the way down to the point of the hook. We're going to be putting coyote tail in this, so we're going to get some coyote tail here in just a second. We're going to get it trimmed up and get it ready for this jig. We're going to cut that tag end off. Right there, pull it up nice and tight. Get a good sharp pair of scissors, unlike what I got. And there's our coyote tail. And I like the black tips on the end of it. That's what I'm going after first. Later on, when I start tying lighter colored jigs, I'll go with that stuff down on the bottom. But I want those black tips. It caught my eye. That's what made me want it to tie with this material. Was just the coloring in it. It's dark. It's light. You get a little bit of everything in every pinch. So we're going to pull it out. Just like you was cutting a piece of some bucktail off. Cut it out to where it feels about right between your fingers. Roll it around a little bit. You're going to pick out those long pieces. Those long hairs are not going to stay in. Get rid of them. Pull them out. Go to the other end. Pull them out. Put it on your hook. Push it down over the shank to where it's on both sides. A couple good soft wraps. And then once you know you got it, then start snugging it up tight. All the way to the point of the hook, all the way back up to the head. These are your tight wraps. This is where the Sally Hansen is coming in. It's soaking up through there. It's coming up. It's grabbing a hold of those fibers. It's going to help seal it down on there. We are using Cascade New Age Chenille Copper Gold Black. Size number 2. I'm not going to put any flash in this jig. I want it kind of dark. But I want the bright head and I want a little bit of the bright tail. So I'm not going to flash this one up at all. I'm going to let the Chenille do all the work. I got faith in Cascade. I think it's going to pull through for me. Actually, I can't wait to try this jig. This is really nice looking jig. Like I said, you've got the dark quality. You got the lighter quality. You could be fishing this in any type of water condition. Stained waters, dark waters, clear waters. Don't be afraid to try it. Just because somebody says you got to use this in clear water, you got to use this in muddy water, test it. See what you think about it. Try it out. Come up with your opinion on what you think you need to be using. Trial and error. That's all it is. We got a good, nice snug on that Chenille. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to get ready for that UV resin coat. We're going to get that bobbin. We're going to try not to bump the camera. I got that camera close in between me and that jig, so it's kind of hard to get my arms back in there. I'm not set up as a professional videographer. I just try to put together something to help everybody out. And I told you I'd bump that camera, and there it is. Pull that thread up there good and tight. Let's go for one more whip finish. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we got about a total of 8 wraps on that. We're going to cut that off. We're going to get that UV resin ready. And we're going to brush it on. Going to go on kind of thick right there. And I'm going to use that. I'm going to push it all around both sides. I'm going to push it back up in those threads. I'm going to get that neck sealed up. I'm going to go back over this side with it. Brush it all the way across the front. We're going to give it a good coating. We're going to hope that paint on that jig head is going to stick around for a long time. There it is, the Coyote jig. What do you think? Should I put the flash in it? Maybe not put the flash in it? You got an opinion on it? Let me know. I want to take this time to thank everybody that subscribed to my channel. Everybody that asked me the questions. Thank you very much. And if you don't mind, here it is. Like, share, subscribe. It helps me out. It keeps my videos going and makes me know that people are wanting to watch and people are watching. There it is, the Coyote jig. I think that's all I'm going to name that one's the Coyote. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you watching. Until next time, please hit that thumbs up.